chosen ones. God is warning you about someone with the initial J. Pay attention. My child, do not scroll away. If you skip this now, you might miss the very warning that could save your heart, your peace, or even your life. I need you to hear this. I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to you right now. This is not something to overlook. There is someone around you, someone connected to your life, whose name begins with the letter J. This person carries intentions I do not bless. They are wearing a mask, but underneath is confusion, manipulation, or harm. You must listen carefully, because this is your spiritual alarm ringing. Comment Amen now to affirm this word. You have been feeling it lately, haven't you? That heaviness, that strange silence after their presence, that tug in your spirit that you couldn't explain. That's me. That's my spirit warning you, because you are my chosen one, and I protect what belongs to me. The person with the initial J may smile at you, may talk like they care, may even seem like they're helping you. But behind the surface is a plan that doesn't come from my will. Pay attention, beloved. I don't expose to shame, I expose to protect. I see what you cannot see. I search the hearts of people. I know the ones who are pretending. I know the ones who are drawing close only to drain you, confuse you, or delay what I am doing in your life. This is why you must remain awake. You are not just anyone. You are a child of the Most High, and your life is marked by my presence. That makes you a target in the unseen realms. But I have gone ahead of you. I am placing a shield around you. I will not allow the trap to succeed if you obey my voice. I ask you now, my child, like never before, keep your heart in my word. Do not lean on your understanding, and do not dismiss what your spirit is feeling. Some of you have already been given small signs, missed appointments, odd behavior, delayed responses, or subtle manipulation. Do not brush these off. Do not excuse them. The enemy always starts small before he goes in deep. This warning is not to stir fear, but to release clarity. I want your eyes open and your soul strong. If this is reaching you, I ask you to like this video now as an act of saying, God, I hear you. I receive this warning. Many times you ask me for protection, for miracles, for blessings, but often my protection comes in the form of warnings. This is one. This is me pulling you back before you fall into something that looks good but is covered in false light. Just because someone prays with you doesn't mean they're sent by me. Just because someone encourages you doesn't mean they're in agreement with my spirit. Wolves wear wool, child. But I am the shepherd who sees beneath. I have seen this J try to come close to your purpose. They may be in your circle, your family, your relationship, or your plans. They may speak well, but the roots of their heart are not submitted to me. Some of them carry jealousy, some carry hidden intentions. Some have allowed the enemy to whisper lies through them without even knowing it. This is why I urge you now, stop depending only on what they say. Start praying and asking me to show you what you cannot see. You are chosen, and because of that, the enemy will try to send counterfeits to slow down your destiny. You are anointed, and the enemy fears the day you fully walk into it. So he sends distractions. He sends emotional confusion. He sends draining relationships, unclear friendships, spiritual fog. But I am your God, and I do not leave my children wandering. I bring light into dark places. And right now, I am lighting up this person in your life whose name begins with J. Comment 1111 if this is reaching your spirit. Some of you are wrestling inside. You don't want to believe this. You love them, you care, And that's what makes it dangerous. The enemy knows your kindness. He knows your loyalty. And that's why he attaches the wrong people to your heart, because your heart is precious and soft. But, my child, you must understand this. Being good doesn't mean allowing yourself to be misled. Being loving doesn't mean being spiritually blind. I gave you discernment for a reason. Use it. I am the God who whispers in dreams. I am the one who gently stirs your heart when something is off. I have already spoken to you through moments you ignored. That delay you felt, that disappointment you overlooked, that change in their tone. I need you to revisit those moments and ask me again, Lord, was that you trying to show me? I will answer. I will bring peace to your yes and disturbance to your no. Trust me. I never confuse my children. I lead them clearly. You are not in this alone. You are not weak for needing help, and you are not foolish for falling into something that seemed right. But today, I'm calling you into wisdom. Today I'm saying, step back, watch closely, pray deeply. Because if you ignore this word, you may find yourself tangled in something that will delay your blessing or dim your light. But if you respond with faith, I will honor your obedience. I will move things out of your way. I will bring better connections. I will heal what was wounded. I am not just warning you about a person. I'm inviting you into deeper spiritual maturity. You've asked me to grow you, to protect your calling, to open new doors. But child, not every open door is from me. And not everyone standing beside you is part of your journey. Some are passengers for only a moment. Others are distractions, dressed as destiny. Be still and let me reveal. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The person with the initial J is not random. This is precise. You may know exactly who I'm referring to already, or you may find out soon. Either way, I will confirm it. I will not leave you in confusion. I will send signs. I will speak in whispers. I will give you peace that confirms and restlessness that warns. Pay attention. Guard your heart, and do not let guilt keep you tied to something I'm calling you to release. I am your Father. I love you deeply, and I will never tell you to walk away unless I have something better ahead. I am not trying to steal your joy. I'm trying to preserve it. I'm not trying to break your connections. I'm trying to bless your destiny. What I remove is never greater than what I plan to give you. You've come too far to fall into the wrong hands now. You've grown too much to shrink back into cycles that drain you. Let me finish what I started in you. Let me protect what I planted. And let me show you what love and peace truly look like when it is rooted in my will. Trust my voice. Trust my leading. And trust that if I'm warning you, it's because I already fought the battle you don't even know is coming. But remember, my precious one, the enemy does not always come as a roaring lion. Sometimes he comes disguised as a friend, a helper, or even a blessing. That is why you must not rely only on what your eyes see. You must lean on my voice, my presence, and my truth that pierces through all shadows. Comment 222 if you believe God is opening your eyes. The person with the initial J has already had access to parts of your soul that I intended to guard. I am not saying this to make you ashamed, but to bring you into awareness. You trusted them because your heart is kind. You opened the door because you didn't see the danger. But I did, and I never stopped watching over you. Even now, I am standing between you and what the enemy wanted to steal. This is not just about your emotions, it is about your calling, your growth, your future. I see how this person influences your choices, how their words linger in your thoughts longer than they should, how their approval or disapproval affects your mood. That is not my design. I never wanted you bound by another person's approval. I wanted your heart so rooted in me that no voice could sway you unless I confirmed it. That's why I'm calling you now, with urgency, to release the unhealthy soul tie that may be forming or has already formed with this J, because it will keep you from hearing me clearly if you don't. This person may not even realize they are being used. Sometimes the enemy speaks through unaware vessels. That's why I'm not asking you to hate them. I'm asking you to be wise, to create space, to remove the access they have to your inner thoughts. They may speak with charm or seem like they're doing no harm, but my spirit is grieved. Because while you're holding on to them, you're delaying the ones I've sent. Yes, I said it. There are people I have prepared for your life. People whose words will water your spirit instead of confuse it. People who will build you up in truth and not keep you stuck in emotional cycles. You've asked me to send these kinds of people, and I will. But you must first release the ones I never sent. You cannot receive the new while you're still entangled in the old. And the longer you entertain what I'm asking you to walk away from, the heavier your spirit will become. There is something else I need you to understand, and I want you to hold it close. I am not punishing you. I am protecting you. This warning is a sign of my deep love for you. I only correct those I love. I only interrupt when I see something dangerous. If I didn't care, I would stay silent. But I care. And I am raising my voice in your heart right now because your destiny matters more to me than your comfort. I know you feel torn. I know you don't want to hurt anyone. You think walking away might feel cruel or harsh. But what if staying is actually more harmful to you and to them? What if your silence is enabling the enemy to work deeper? Child, when I ask you to walk away, I don't leave you empty. I fill you with peace. I surround you with wisdom. I guide you into higher ground. And most importantly, I cover you while you heal. Comment 555 if you're trusting God's protection over your relationships. I have seen the tears you haven't cried yet, the ones you will cry if you stay connected to this J much longer. I'm trying to spare you those nights of confusion, that emotional roller coaster, that betrayal that you don't see coming. I'm trying to hold your hand before you walk into a situation that will be much harder to leave later. You have a window of grace right now. Hear me. Do not wait until the storm comes. Take shelter in my voice now. Some of you are already seeing cracks in the connection, the arguments that come out of nowhere, the anxiety you feel before talking to them, the way they suddenly go silent or shift emotionally. These are not random, they are signs. I allow them not to torment you, but to get your attention. Every time I let something feel uncomfortable, it's because I don't want you to settle in a place where your peace cannot live. I have placed my spirit in you, that stirring, that unease, it is me. I speak through more than just words. I speak through atmosphere. I speak through restlessness. I speak through delay. And if you would just pause, if you would stop pushing those feelings away, you would hear me louder. I am not hiding from you. I am standing right in front of you, asking you to look again. That J might be charming, but they are not carrying my oil. They might be consistent, but they are not connected to my plan. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. You do not owe anyone your peace. You do not owe anyone your destiny. What you owe is obedience to me, because when you obey, I bless. When you trust, I release. When you surrender, I multiply what's ahead. I will not leave you broken. I will not let you go through this alone. I will hold your hand as you let go. And when you do, you'll feel me stronger than ever before. You have been asking for clarity. This is it. You've been praying, God, show me who's for me and who's not. I am answering you now. This is the answer you didn't expect, but it's the one you need, and I will confirm it. Through dreams, through sudden peace when they're no longer in your space, through new connections that show you what true love and truth feel like. You'll look back one day and say, "Thank you, God, for saving me from what I couldn't see." But for that day to come, you must choose now. Choose to trust me. Choose to believe that I'm not trying to take something from you. I'm making room for what's divine. I'm pulling weeds because fruit is about to grow. I'm removing distractions because destiny is knocking at your door. And I'm cutting ties because I have new bonds to form. Do not fear the silence that comes after separation. I am in the silence. I do. My deepest work in the stillness. That's where I strengthen your soul. That's where I restore your joy. That's where I whisper new vision. I'm not just healing your heart. I'm resetting your future. What you think you're losing is nothing compared to what I'm about to place in your hands. I see the war inside you, the back and forth of your thoughts, the struggle between what you feel and what I'm showing you. I understand. It's not easy to let go of someone who once made you feel safe or seen. But child, I never intended for you to confuse emotional connection with spiritual alignment. I have more to say about this person with the initial J. I don't give warnings unless there's something to protect. You are not being paranoid. You are not imagining it. That resistance you feel when you're around them, that subtle unease, the doubts, the small comments they make that leave you questioning yourself, it's not just in your head. That's my spirit alerting you. I gave you discernment for a reason. Don't ignore it because you're afraid of offending someone. Obedience to me will always be more important than keeping someone comfortable. Comment 777 if you are choosing spiritual alignment over emotional attachment. The truth is, some people are placed in your life as a test, not to punish you, but to reveal something inside of you, your boundaries, your trust in me, your willingness to follow even when it's hard. The person with the initial J may have come into your life when you were vulnerable. Maybe you were lonely, tired, or uncertain. They may have felt like a gift at the time, but I never send gifts that confuse your peace. I never send people who pull you further from me. If someone's voice in your life is louder than mine, it is time to pause and recenter. You've prayed for me to remove what's not for you. You've asked me to protect your life and your future. But do you understand that sometimes my protection is uncomfortable? That sometimes I shield you by disrupting what you thought was good? I know it hurts. But I am more concerned with your healing than with your temporary comfort. That's love. That's the kind of father I am. I'm not interested in watching you settle when I created you for more. That J might seem harmless now, but I see years ahead. I see outcomes you can't imagine. And I'm saying stop before it costs you too much. Let me remind you of who you are. You are chosen, set apart, covered by my hand, You are not meant to live with confusion in your relationships. You are not meant to second-guess yourself daily. You are not meant to feel drained or anxious or unsure when you interact with someone. That is not my design. When I bring people into your life, they will carry peace, clarity, and mutual honor. Not control, not guilt, not manipulation. The enemy would love to twist this and make you question what you're hearing now. He'll whisper, "What if you're wrong? What if you're just overthinking? What if this ruins something good?" But hear me clearly. I never speak to stir fear. I speak to bring light. And if you are walking in circles emotionally, spiritually, or mentally after connecting with someone, then you need to ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to God or pulling me away? That answer will reveal more than any conversation can. This warning is not only about protecting your heart, it's about preserving your purpose. There are things I've called you to do that require focus. And the enemy knows he may not be able to destroy you directly. So instead, he tries to distract you. He sends people to tangle your emotions, to create delays, to drain your strength so that you are too tired to pray, too weary to move, too unsure to believe again. But not anymore. Today, I am drawing a line. I'm waking you up. Because it's time to reclaim your peace. Comment 999 if you're choosing clarity and purpose today. I want you to remember something else. When I call you to release someone, I do not leave a gap. I fill it. I restore what you thought you lost. I bring people who don't just take from you but pour into you, people who reflect my love, not just say the right words. People who see your value without making you prove it. You don't have to beg for attention or settle for less just to feel seen. I see you. I chose you. And I will surround you with people who treat you like the child of God that you are. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. It's time to stop compromising. It's time to stop shrinking just to keep someone else close. You've been making room in your life for people I never asked you to invite. You've been holding on to a connection that I've been trying to sever gently through delayed messages, cancelled plans, subtle misunderstandings. You've been praying for direction, but resisting when I give it. My child, I am not vague. I am not silent. I speak with love, and I speak with purpose. And right now, I'm speaking directly to your spirit. Let them go. That name starting with J is not a coincidence. I placed it on your heart, brought it to your mind, stirred it in your spirit because I want to free you before it's too late. They may not even know they're being used, but the spirit influencing them is not of me. That's why things shift around them. That's why peace leaves when they enter. That's why confusion increases, even when the conversations seem innocent. It's a spiritual battle, and I'm stepping in to break it. If you let me take over, I will guide you with such clarity that you will not doubt. You will feel the burden lift. You will notice the lightness in your heart. You will begin to see things you didn't notice before, words they said that were manipulative, behaviors that drained you, attitudes that didn't honor your worth. And you will thank me for saving you before the damage became too deep. I am your shepherd. My rod and my staff are not only for comfort, they are for correction and protection. When I nudge you away from danger, it's because I see the cliff ahead. When I close a door, it's because I know what's behind it. I will never withhold what is truly meant for you. So, do not be afraid to walk away. You will not lose what I have for you. You will only lose what was sent to keep you from receiving it. There is peace on the other side of obedience. There is clarity waiting for you. There is joy you haven't felt in a long time that I want to restore. But first, you must trust me enough to let go. I know your heart is tender. I made it that way. But tenderness must be protected. Do not keep giving your softness to people who mishandle it. Let me guard your heart with my wisdom, and I will surround you with love that uplifts and never confuses. My child, let me tell you again, this weight isn't yours to carry. This confusion isn't from me. The burden that person with the initial J has placed on your spirit is not my plan for you. It is not love. It is not friendship. It is not divine alignment. It is distraction wearing a disguise. You've been asking me to make things clear. I already am. You're not losing your mind. You're not being too sensitive. You're finally beginning to see the truth. That's why it's hurting more lately. That's why you've been restless, even in their silence. I am pulling the veil away. And I'm doing it with mercy, because I want you free. I don't want to see you wrapped in ties that slowly choke the life out of your joy, your purpose, and your identity in me. Comment 1010 if you're ready to be free and fully healed. You're chosen. Do you hear me? You are chosen. When I call someone chosen, I don't allow anything or anyone to touch them without my permission. And if something or someone begins to interfere with the path I've marked out, I will sound the alarm. This is that moment. I know this message feels sharp, but it is also soaked in love. I am not here to punish you. I'm here to pull you out of what's been pulling you down. I'm here to sever what's been slowly poisoning your spirit. That person with the initial J may have shown you kindness. They may have said the right things, done small good deeds, even stood by you in certain seasons. But listen to me closely. Deception doesn't always come dressed in cruelty. Sometimes it comes clothed in false comfort. But you are too anointed, too full of my light, to settle for counterfeit peace. You've outgrown this. I've brought you too far to let you settle in a connection that chips away at your strength. You felt weaker around them. That's not your imagination. You felt more confused in your decisions. That's not just stress. You've even found yourself slowly disconnecting from the things that once brought you closer to me. My word, your prayer life, your worship. That's not coincidence. It's spiritual warfare. And the enemy has been trying to use this connection as a silent weapon. But now the weapon is exposed, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper, not on my watch. You must make a choice, not tomorrow, now, not when things get worse, now. Because delayed obedience can lead to deeper entanglement, and the longer you wait, the harder it will be to walk away. You think it's hard now, but if you wait, the enemy will tighten his grip. That's why I'm speaking clearly, firmly, and with love. Walk away, even if you don't understand everything, even if you still care. I will help you through the grief. I will walk with you through the detachment, but I cannot bless what I have not built. Comment 1515 if you're choosing to trust God above your own understanding. I want you to picture something. Imagine a field I prepared just for you, full of peace, joy, clarity, and divine appointments. Now imagine someone walking into that field with muddy shoes, carelessly stomping over the seeds I planted. They may not mean to ruin it. They may not even see what they're doing. But the damage is real, and I can't let them keep doing that. I need you to guard what I've given you. I need you to protect your future. I need you to trust that not everyone deserves access to the garden I've cultivated in your soul. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. This is your turning point. You've been on the edge of something new. That's why the enemy is fighting so hard. That's why you've been under pressure, emotionally drained, and mentally tired. He sees what's coming. He sees the breakthrough I've prepared, the doors, the restoration, the new relationships, the healing, and he's trying to send a familiar distraction right before it happens. He wants you tangled up so you can't move forward. But I won't let that happen. Not to you, not to my chosen one. You may feel like you're disappointing people by setting boundaries. You may worry that walking away will leave you lonely. But child, I would rather you be alone for a season than in company that costs you your purpose. I would rather see you with tears in your eyes walking in truth than smiling in a lie that's slowly killing your peace. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you believe. And I, the Lord your God, am standing beside you. I will give you strength. I will give you words when you don't know what to say. I will give you peace when your heart feels divided. I will remind you every day that you made the right decision. You will feel lighter. Your spirit will breathe again. You will begin to hear me more clearly. You will wake up with less heaviness. You will notice how much space that connection was taking up in your soul. And in that space, I will pour something new, something pure, something meant for you. You were not made for confusion. You were made for clarity. You were not made for pain that goes in circles. You were made for joy that overflows. You were not made for relationships that dim your light. You were made to shine, to grow, to flourish under my love. And I will not stop reminding you of this truth until you walk in it.